This is my second channel. I can post whatever I want, man. Okay, I'm gonna be doing a Metal Gear Solid tier list. Okay, I've put the ones I have not played here. Thank God there was no, nothing like acid or anything here. Otherwise, this would be way bigger. Okay, now that we've gotten the LARP out of the way. Metal Gear Solid 1 for the PlayStation 1. Played this on PS3. Well, I'm gonna put this in, I'm gonna put in A. It's an older game. There's a lot of stuff that hasn't aged well, gameplay wise, but I really enjoyed playing it, and I really enjoyed the story. It's a stepping stone towards what I'd say all of these, well, bar this one. I really enjoyed Metal Gear Solid 1 though. I thought it was a great game all through. Psycho Mantis, awesome as shit, even though I didn't really get to experience the whole vibration thing, because my PS3 has a 6-axis controller, you know, the ones that didn't actually have a vibration. And also during Metal Gear Solid 4, when Psycho Mantis had that little return moment, also completely missed out on that, but he does have unique dialogue if you're using the 6-axis, which is kind of cool. So yeah, Metal Gear Solid 1, A tier. The story's great, gameplay, it can be a little iffy at times, but I'd say the gameplay is kind of held up decently well for a game that released over 20 years ago now. Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm going to put it above Metal Gear Solid 1, but it's not got an S tier, which might piss a few people off, because I'm not like the biggest glazer of MGS2. I think MGS2 is great. I think it's better than MGS1. It completely just like wipes MGS1 out the floor, but it's not S tier in my opinion. I really enjoyed it, but like, I think I enjoyed the other ones more. The story was amazing, like genuinely amazing. Gameplay 10 times better than the first game. It introduced Raiden, you know, my beautiful twink. You know, it's an amazing game, but I think the other ones are actually going to go higher. Obviously, this game is going to go higher. Metal Gear Solid 3 S tier. I loved it, genuinely. Metal Gear Solid 3 is actually in my top 5 games. Like, I genuinely love MGS3. It was such a great game, and I think I prefer the style MGS3 had compared to MGS1 and 2. MGS1 and 2, they were kind of like, especially MGS2, it was like an open map in a way. It was kind of open, whereas like there's a lot of, like a big area that you can explore and find items in. You know, MGS2 had, you know, the big open area with the big shell. And I'm just more of a fan of like the linear. MGS3 still had some open parts where you could like go to a specific area, find a special weapon or whatever, but like it was mostly linear throughout the entire game, and I think I actually preferred that over how MGS2 and 1 did it, especially 2. That's probably one of the main things that made me think MGS3 and basically every other game that I played other than MGS1 was better than MGS2. Next up, MGS4. I think this one might piss a few people off. It's gonna go above MGS2. I genuinely had a fantastic time with MGS4. In fact, I'm thinking S tier, but I'm not quite sure. There's a few things that kind of annoyed me, though this is more of like a PlayStation hardware restriction. You know, you look into a corner, the game runs at like 60 FPS for some reason, but then when you actually play the game, it's more 30 or well below 30 at times. That stuff just kind of very much annoyed me. You know, coming from playing the HD collection where MGS2 and 3, they both ran at 60 and looked great. MGS4 looked great, ran terribly, but I just really enjoyed the storyline of MGS4. I thought MGS4 was fantastic. I think the soundtrack in MGS4 is criminally underrated, especially Old Snake, or the track Old Snake. I think that track, it's like the main menu theme. It's so good. It is just so good. And when it starts to play near the end, when you're fighting Revolver Ocelot on the big like tower thing, I forget where it was. It was in like it was like that on that ship, and like it is playing through all of like the songs throughout the game's history. So MGS1, When You've Been Spotted, like that song. MGS2, I forget what song that played, and then MGS3, obviously it played Snake Eater, and then MGS4, it goes like the MGS4 song, and it's Old Snake, and you're still finding everything. It's just so good. It's so good. I really love the soundtrack for MGS4, but obviously that's not the main focal point here. Graphically, still holds up for a game from 2008. It looks great. Gameplay, I had a few gripes with it, with the gameplay, mostly to do with the bosses. I felt like the bosses were just kind of very samey. The bosses that like every 5 seconds the camera angle would really like focus on their ass for no reason. Those bosses, like I felt they were very samey, you know. know, it's most, like, especially if you're trying to go non-lethal on them. But other than that, I think MGS4 was genuinely a fantastic game. The story was fantastic, I loved it. Gameplay, like, other than the bosses, I thought the gameplay was, it was very similar to MGS3 in a way, and I love MGS3's gameplay, so yeah, I think MGS4, I'm gonna put it over MGS2. Now, because Ground Zeroes is it's kind of a tech demo for 5, I'm gonna put it in B. Ground Zeroes was just cool, I liked it. It was fun. It was a short, like, tech demo, but it was fun. Either way, I'm sorry, MGS5, I didn't enjoy you. I just didn't enjoy you, MGS5. Like, sorta open world, but kind of not really at the same time. That stuff, I don't know if I really enjoyed all that much. I just much prefer the linear style of Metal Gear Solid, and, like, the big open areas of MGS5, I just wasn't a huge fan of, and this is gonna be a crazy take. This is gonna get me put in the fucking brazen ball for this one. But 5's gameplay? I feel like I've played plenty of other stealth-oriented games that's had very samey, like, stealth, if not better. I guess maybe it's the thing of, like, it feeling very tactile, which, yeah, it does feel very tactile. It does feel very nice. It does feel like the game is actually responding to what you're doing a lot of the time, compared to other games, such as Red Dead, for instance, where it takes, like, a full second for Arthur to turn around. Like, this game is very tactile, very quick. It does feel right. It does feel good, but it just didn't work out me in MGS5. I just didn't really enjoy it. This might be called LARP as well. I never even finished it. I just never finished it. I got, like, I'd say halfway through, and then I just got bored. It just got very boring very quick because all the missions were incredibly repetitive. But I'm still gonna put it in B instead of C because I can recognize there are some good, like, moments in it. Me saying this game is very good will get me called a LARPer because for some reason people just kind of switched up on this game recently. Everyone's been glazing this game for years until recently. I don't know why, but fuck it, man, I don't give a shit. Yes, I did just put Metal Gear Rising over MGS2. What are you gonna do about it, huh? What you gonna do about it? I thought the gameplay was spectacular. I really enjoyed the story. It was a little bit basic compared to most Metal Gear Solid games, but I feel like it was actually more of a breath of fresh air. I really enjoyed it though. I just thought it was a fantastic game. The soundtrack absolutely fucking slaps. Obviously you got the song, you know, standing here, I realize. That soundtrack is genuinely just peak. You know, Raiden just looks cool. I'm just one of the people I'm someone who is easily pleased by just cool shit. Just very cool shit. And the gameplay was very fun. I really enjoyed it. It was just a great game. I thought it was amazing. This might be insane for me to say, but there's a solid chance that my first ever Metal Gear Solid game was Survive, because I think it was on Game Pass like years ago, and I played it for about 30 minutes and thought, wow, this shit is hot ass, and I never played it since. It's just gonna go in D. This is like Konami trying to make their own Metal Gear game after they kicked out Kojima and they failed miserably. It was genuinely bad. It was genuinely just a very bad game. It was not enjoyable whatsoever. I did not enjoy it. It was not fun. It was very grindy. It was literally just stabbing a bunch of zombie guys with spears, and that's it. It was not fun at all. Feel free to tell me how I should kill myself in the comments for this god awful tier list. Thank you for watching my Metal Gear Solid tier list.